Hi, welcome back to the Lifestyles of the It Mom. I actually wanted to do a really different video from what I normally would do because I felt like this was a little personal. So if you haven't noticed my last several videos, I've been posting a lot about luxury handbags and more of like designer things and stuff like that, but I also watch YouTube on my own for personal use, and a lot of what I watch on YouTube is like makeup tutorials, not necessarily makeup tutorials, more like hair things and things that you could do to make your hair look better, or things that are, you know, worth the extra money to buy if you decided you wanted to buy like a particular hair straightener or whatnot. Actually, one of my favorite products that I did buy was inspired by a YouTube video I did watch several months back, was a GHD straightener, and a lot of the YouTubers had spoke really highly about it, and I decided to purchase that. I would say it was actually more than several months ago. It was probably well over a year ago, and I actually love that straightener. I use it like I would say every day for the most part. I'd like to just touch up before I go to work or something. And either way, it does take a lot of time to do your hair in the morning. When you have to wash it, you blow dry it. I wash my hair twice a week, so I really don't wash my hair very often, but when I do wash it, I do touch it up with the hair straightener. So I decided to buy something that was a little out of my comfort zone, something more that you would find that you would buy probably like back in the day, like back in the 90s. If you're a 90s baby like me, you would have known there was like those curler brushes that everybody would buy and use. So I went out and I bought the Revlon one, and then I was like, you know what, I have my issues with Revlon. Like, Revlon was really big back then, so was Hot Tools. Like, I think everybody in the back of the 90s, early 2000s had the Hot Tools one, because I know I did. And I always felt like it burned my hair, or it made it really, really bad, or I just felt like it wasn't glamorous. And then I was obsessed with like Bedhead, and then after Bedhead it was Chi, and then it was now GHD, and then having to go out and spend $60 on the Revlon one again, I was like, oh, I don't know. It's like kind of going back to your roots, but I was like, okay, let me try it out. So I suffer from thin hair. I got thinner hair as I was getting older. Not necessarily, it's not hereditary or anything. It was like poor judgment as a child, like a teenager. I would Japanese straighten it, I would dye constantly. I thought I was invincible, and then after I had 2 girls, I started to lose it even more. So in every hair tutorial that you see on YouTube is always on these beautiful women with these glamorous hair, and then I just was like, okay, I'm like, how am I supposed to know if this thing is even gonna work for me? Like, my hair is really thin, it's not perfect, it's no means gonna look like I'm not gonna look like a superstar like anytime soon. But I was like, okay, let me just purchase it. So I bought the Revlon one step, and I also bought the Dyson AirStyler. So I decided that if you have thin hair, you have long thin hair, and you want to see if it looks fantastic, I'm gonna test it out for you, because I know I wanted to know about it for myself, and I really was getting sick and tired of like watching everybody with their gorgeous hair. So this is May, you've seen my videos, you know my hair is not exactly the world's greatest, so let's check this out. Let's see what this is all about. And hey, we're gonna do a learning experience today, and maybe we're gonna just like stay clear from handbags for just one video. I mean, come on, let's try it out. So I'm gonna do the right side of my head with the one step from Revlon, which I've used already, has a little bit of hair in it, and this one, the Dyson AirStyler, will be on the left side. Okay, so I've already put product in my hair. I have put in the BP Repair Blow Dry and the L'Occitane Essence Strength and Scalp Bath. Like, it's to make your hair stronger. I swear by both of these products. I use them daily. I mean, again, I'm not a hair critic. I clearly have really bad hair, but you know, if you like those products and they mean something to you, definitely check them out. So I clearly have a really deep receiving line, but we're gonna make this work. We're gonna tie up this side that the AirStyler will have. We'll do this one last. We'll just give it a little thing here, and we're gonna focus our energy on this side with the Revlon. Okay, so they both go to 375 for the most part. I'm gonna do it on low. It is kind of loud, but we're gonna do it on low or high because we really want to get this over with. So we're gonna do this quick. Don't want the video to be long. We'll do like a before and after. So I kind of just started with the front of my hair. I'm sure you're supposed to do them in sections, but like I said, my hair is fairly thin. Won't take very long. And this product, this Revlon One Step, it actually is gets pretty hot. Not necessarily burning my hair. Fairly easy to use. We'll just part it a little. Oh, see? Someone called them up in here. I should have probably took out the clip. Gets a little hot in that area. So as you can see, for a quick blow dry with the One Step, it leaves my hair dry pretty quickly. It's a little frizzy still, probably due to not using probably the right cream or whatnot. It is a learning curve. Like I said, this is kind of like something it's not an avenue that I experience. I don't dabber really much into the hair avenue. It kind of like really upsets me when my hair does not look like everybody else's, but it doesn't look so bad. It looks presentable. And if I had to go to work, I would probably just put a layer of serum in it, which I'll use the Paul Mitchell, or I will use the BP. There's the finisher, which I will show you. Actually, I just ran out of it now that I think about it. So I'll probably use the Paul Mitchell. So this is the One Step Revlon on this side. So now we're going to go on the other side. I've never actually used this before. Probably should have turned it on, but instructions looked fairly easy. So I didn't figure I could really screw this one up. So I'm going to do now this side on the left. We're going to use the Dyson Air, and see what it's all about. And we're gonna make a comparison of which one looks better and what is better for your hair. Like I said, my hair is fairly on the thinner side. It is quite long. I leave it long, so it looks like I have something. Don't want it to keep it short because then I just feel like you notice all my problem areas. So let's see what this is about. Like, I want to try it now. I'm super excited. Okay, she's fairly quiet. Again, we'll split this one up a little bit. Let's see how it works. Like I said, I don't really think it's gonna say much, but let's try. And it already came out. So again, this one's fairly quiet, nothing to it. A comb, a brush, a dryer. feel this has dried it a lot faster for the most part. Okay, well, there you have it. Now my hair is fully dried. There's this one's obviously a little bit more livier. This side is not, it's fairly more down. There are plenty of other attachments that go to this Dyson AirStyler that came with the box. They're both roughly the same amount of touch and feeling. I do feel this side has less frizz, which is a plus for me because I do frizz a lot. When you have thinner hair, you have damaged hair like mine, it does frizz much more. So it's not just for the curly head people, us thin hair people. Yeah, you know, we have to suffer from the frizz. I'm sure you've noticed in plenty of videos that I do suffer from frizz. And like I said, you can straighten your hair as much as you want. You can kind of control the frizz as much as you possibly can. Not always, unfortunately, but you try. Like I said, like as far as quality for your money, I mean, obviously this one is much lighter than the One Step. The One Step did give me a little bit extra more body on this side. I guess it's because it's a more of a rounder brush. I'm sure if I use the other attachments on the AirStyler, I would get that same fluff or bounce, or maybe if I just found the right product. Is it worth $550? I really don't think so. I mean, it definitely made my hair less frizzy, and for me, maybe that is worth the money. I will definitely have to play around with it a little bit more, but as far as an initial view on it, what I think about it, I think it does a great job for me. The One Step does also. It gives me much more body. Would I keep both of them in my collection? Probably. Will I? I don't know. I mean, in all honesty, this one is $550. I think that it is a really great device. It's not really hot. It's very lightweight. Definitely better than this monstrosity of a machine. It is heavy. The Dyson is much longer. I like the fact that it's air. Probably in the long term would be better for my hair, because if I add any more heat to it, I probably won't have any hair by the time I'm 40, and I'm so fastly approaching to that just in a couple more years. So kind of getting scared here that I won't have very much by then. So I don't know. I'll have to read a little bit more about it, but my first impression, I still have to say that I like the AirStyler better, because my hair does look less frizzy. It is a little flat. May have to use the wands to see if that just spruces it up. Maybe I'll let you know. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this. Do you think it's really worth the $550? Do you have thin hair? Do you suffer from the same thing I do, or frizz? Do you have weather-related state that it's constantly humid, or it rains a lot, or you have to battle all weather types with your hair on top of it, and then you're limited on so much time that you have to get ready in the morning? Because literally I have to make that train first thing in the morning at 7 something in the morning. I am on that train ready to get into the city by 8:30. So tell me, what is the best product that you feel you can use for a hair type like myself? If I've missed that video, I feel like I've watched so many videos, but if you know something I don't, please share it with me. I want to know, because in the end, I've literally been battling this for the last 15 years, and anything that is worth it, I will definitely try it out. With that said, I really appreciate you checking out this channel, checking out this video if you haven't already done so, and you would like to see more of me on luxury handbags, shoes, potentially some beauty here and there. Please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at the Lifestyles of the It Mom. I do appreciate all your love and support. Thanks again. Bye.